stop pretending to be just one version of yourself. Tonight, every part of you finally gets a seat at the table. I have hidden the parts of me that felt too complicated to explain. The tired part, the uncertain part, the part still figuring things out. I showed only the version that seemed easiest to understand, and kept the rest quietly waiting in another room. Tonight I open every door gently, without rushing anyone forward. I let the tired part sit beside the hopeful part, without asking either to leave. None of them have to compete for the single seat of who I really am. Because I was never meant to be only one thing at a time. I used to believe having contradicting feelings meant something was wrong with me, that I had to choose one and silence the rest to seem whole. But wholeness was never about being simple or consistent or easy to summarize. It was always about making room for everything that is actually true at once. So tonight, I let the confident part and the scared part exist in the same breath. I don't have to resolve them before I am allowed to feel at peace. They were always allowed to coexist quietly, without conflict. And tonight, I finally let them. I welcome them now, every one of them. I make room now without needing to choose. Every part of me has always belonged here, even the parts I hid the longest. All of you is allowed here, holding this quiet welcome exactly as it is. I don't have to shrink into one simple version of myself. I'm allowed to simply hold it all. Every part of you has been trying to help in its own way. None of them ever needed to be exiled to be loved. I think of the part of me that stays quiet in new rooms, protecting something tender, and the part of me that speaks boldly when something truly matters. Tonight, I thank them both equally, without ranking one above the other. Each one learned its role, trying to keep the whole of me safe. I don't have to pick a favorite, or silence the ones that feel less convenient. I simply let them all sit together, finally, in the same quiet room. This is not chaos. This is simply the truth of being a whole, complicated person. And tonight, the truth is not something to fix, only something to welcome. This quiet welcome exactly as it is. I don't have to shrink into one simple version of myself. I'm allowed to simply hold it all. All of me is welcome. All of me is welcome. Every part belongs. Exactly as it is. I don't have to shrink into one simple version of myself. I'm hold it all. Every part of you was always welcome here, my love, from my soul to yours. Stop pretending. The part of you that flinches first has been protecting you your whole life. Tonight, we finally say thank you. I have a part of me that keeps watch, always slightly on guard. Quick to notice danger, quick to build a wall before I even decide to. I used to resent her, wishing I could simply relax without her interference. But she was only ever doing exactly what she once needed to do, to keep me safe. Tonight I sit with her gently, instead of pushing her away. I thank her for every time she noticed danger before I consciously could. She does not have to work so hard anymore, though she does not know that yet. And tonight, patiently, I begin to show her that it is safe to rest sometimes too. I used to think I had to get rid of my defensiveness to finally heal. That a truly healed person would simply never feel guarded at all. But healing was never about eliminating the parts that protected me. It was always about updating what they believed still needed protecting. So tonight I explain gently to that guarded part what has changed since she formed. I am safer now. I have more resources now. I am not as alone as I once was. She does not have to abandon her post entirely, only soften her grip a little. And with time, patiently, she learns she can finally rest more often. I thank her now for everything she carried. I reassure her now that the danger has mostly passed. She was never the enemy. She was only ever trying to help. And tonight, she finally gets to hear that clearly. This is the part of me that protects, holding this quiet gratitude exactly as it is. I don't have to silence her to finally feel safe. I am allowed to simply thank her and soften together. Your guardedness was never a flaw. It was always a form of love, learned too early. I think of every moment she stepped forward before I even knew I was afraid. Building walls, keeping distance, whispering caution into every new situation. Tonight I let her know, clearly, that I see how hard she has worked, and that some of that work, gently, is finally allowed to ease. I'm not asking her to disappear, only to trust that I am growing stronger too. That together we can learn which situations still need her sharp attention, and which ones are finally safe enough to simply let in, unguarded. This is not a battle against her. This is a partnership, slowly deepening. This is the part of me that protects, holding this quiet gratitude exactly as it is. I don't have to silence her to finally feel safe. I am allowed to simply thank her and soften together. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for protecting me. We can soften together. We can soften together. This is the part of me that protects, holding this quiet gratitude exactly as it is. I don't have to silence her to finally feel safe. I'm allowed to simply thank her and soften together. The part of you that protects was always trying to love you, my love, from my soul to yours. You don't need every answer to belong here. Tonight, the part of you still figuring it out finally gets to speak. I have a part of me that still feels unsure in rooms full of certainty. Still learning what she believes, still changing her mind as she grows. I used to hide her, embarrassed that I did not have things figured out completely, performing confidence I had not actually finished earning yet. Tonight I let her step forward exactly as unfinished as she is. I stop asking her to pretend she has arrived somewhere she is still traveling toward. She's not behind, she's not failing, she is simply still becoming. And becoming was never something to hide, only something to honor. I used to think growth meant reaching a final point where I would finally know everything. That uncertainty was a temporary embarrassment to outgrow as quickly as possible. But the wisest people I have ever known still hold questions, still keep learning. Uncertainty was never the opposite of wisdom, it was always a part of it. So tonight, I let the learning part of me exist without shame. I let her ask questions out loud instead of only silently in private. She does not owe anyone a finished answer to be worthy of being heard, and tonight, finally, she gets to speak before she has everything figured out. I welcome her now, unfinished and honest. I honor her now, exactly where she is. She does not have to arrive somewhere else first to be worth including here. This is the part of me still learning, holding this quiet becoming exactly as it is. I don't have to have it all figured out to belong here. I am allowed to simply still be learning. Not knowing yet was never a flaw. It was always simply where you currently are. I think of every question I swallowed because I feared it made me look uncertain. Every moment I performed knowing more than I actually did just to feel safe. Tonight I let the learning part of me ask freely without apology attached. I trust that curiosity was never a weakness, only honesty about where I stand. She has been quietly growing this whole time, even when I was not watching closely, absorbing, noticing, slowly forming a clearer sense of what she believes. And tonight, I let her know that her pace has always been the right pace. There was never a deadline she was secretly failing to meet. This is the part of me still learning, holding this quiet becoming exactly as it is. I don't have to have it all figured out to belong here. I am allowed to simply still be learning, still learning. becoming exactly as it is. I don't have to have it all figured out to belong here. I am allowed to simply still be learning. The part of you still learning was always welcome here, my love. From my soul to yours. Somewhere inside you, joy has been waiting for permission. Tonight, she finally gets to play. I have a part of me that still wants to notice small, delightful things. The shape of clouds, the sound of rain, a joke that makes no real sense. I buried her under responsibility, convinced that lightness was for other people, that seriousness was the only proof I was truly taking my life seriously. Tonight, I let her out gently, without needing a reason or an occasion. I let myself notice something delightful simply because it is there to notice. She was never frivolous. She was never a distraction from what matters. She was always part of what makes a life feel worth living at all. I used to think joy had to be earned, saved for after everything else was handled. That playfulness was something to schedule, and only once the real work was finished. But the real work of a life includes delight, includes wonder, includes ease. And postponing joy indefinitely was never actually protecting anything important. So tonight, I let this part of me lead for a little while, without supervision. I let curiosity and lightness simply exist, unearned, unscheduled, unhurried. She does not need permission from every other part of me to finally show up. She only needed me to stop believing she was the least important voice in the room. I welcome her now, light and unhurried. I let her lead now, even just for a while. She was never frivolous, she was always necessary. And tonight, she finally gets her turn. This is the part of me that still plays, holding this quiet lightness, exactly as it is. I don't have to earn joy through exhaustion first. I am allowed to simply let her out to breathe. Your lightness was never a distraction from your depth. It was always part of what made your depth bearable. I think of every small delight I dismissed as unimportant, unworthy of my attention. Every laugh I cut short because there was something more serious to attend to. Tonight, I let this playful part of me notice everything without filtering it first. I let her find something delightful in the middle of an ordinary afternoon. She has been so patient, waiting quietly for permission that never seemed to come. And tonight, finally, I give it to her fully, without conditions attached. This is not childish, this is not immature, this is simply alive. And being fully alive was always allowed to include her too. This is the part of me that still plays, holding this quiet lightness, exactly as it is. I don't have to earn joy through exhaustion first. I am allowed to simply let her out to breathe. Lightness is allowed, breathe. The part of you that still plays was always welcome here, my love. From my soul to yours. Underneath every part of you, something steady has been holding it all together. Tonight, you finally meet her. I have so many parts, each with their own voice, their own quiet history. The guarded one, the tired one, the playful one, the one still learning. For so long I thought I had to pick just one of them to be the real me. But underneath all of them, something calm was always simply watching. Tonight I meet that steady presence, the one that is not any single part. The one who can hold the guarded part and the playful part in the same gentle hands. She does not silence any of them. She does not rank them. She simply holds them. And beneath every storm any part of me has ever felt, she has quietly remained. I used to search for my real self as if it were hiding beneath all the noise, as if the true me was one specific feeling buried under all the others. But the true me was never a single feeling at all, waiting to be uncovered. The true me was always the calm, spacious presence holding every feeling at once. So tonight I rest into that presence, instead of searching frantically for one part to trust. I let her hold the guarded part while it softens, hold the tired part while it rests. She is not exhausted by holding them all, because holding is simply what she is. Spacious, patient, endlessly capable of making room for every single one of them. I meet her now, calm and spacious. I rest in her now, beneath every part. She was always here, holding everything gently, even when I could not yet feel her. This is the one who holds them all, holding this quiet spaciousness, exactly as it is. I don't have to be only one part to finally feel whole. I am allowed to simply rest in what holds them all. Beneath every part of you, there has always been room for all of them. That spaciousness was never something you had to build, only something to notice. I think of every part of me I once believed had to fight for the only seat available. The guarded one against the playful one, the tired one against the ambitious one. Tonight I understand there was never only one seat, there was always a whole room, spacious enough for every single one of them to finally sit down together. And beneath the room itself, holding the walls, holding the floor, holding the light, is the calm, steady presence that was never actually one of the competing parts at all. She is the space itself, the quiet awareness that makes room for everything I am. And tonight, I finally rest into her, instead of searching anywhere else for home. This is the one who holds them all, holding this quiet spaciousness, exactly as it is. I don't have to be only one part it is. I don't have to be only one part to finally feel whole. I am allowed to simply rest in what holds them all. The one who holds all of you was always here, my love. From my soul to yours.